Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 16 of 9, episode 3,はるいろはるこいはるのかぜ. Last time we had a bit of a slower episode, but still pretty impactful. We started off with us separating ourselves from Haruka, because obviously we just had our football, I think I should say, and sucking our feet, I should say. And then we were about to separate to go our own ways, to go home, and then Haruka nearly ran into one of the boys who caused her trauma. Knowing this, Kakeru thought it would be wise just to take her somewhere where they probably wouldn't meet, so which was his house. In the end, nothing really impactful. Oh, I did say earlier that something impactful did happen, but yeah. What I mean is, at the house itself, it's just them talking, and ended up talking and then just went their separate ways. But what was this interesting about that talk itself? So we got a lot more in regards to Haruka's backstory, in regards to why she's fearful of people, but more specifically boys. And it was interesting to see it. And we were also able to see a lot of a closer relation between both of them. How they've been getting closer and closer lately. Yeah. Not much else to talk about that. It was just kind of that. Yeah. Okay. I thought I kept thinking, what else? But yeah, I think that's about it. I might have missed one important thing, but yeah. Anyway, so this time, I do not know what we're going to expect. It's at that time of the series where things have calmed down and we have not been given a direction. Or we kind of have, but with Iris. But as for this day itself, I have no idea what they can do. Because they were told to rest and they have to wait for Iris. And until Iris gets contacts them, they gotta do nothing. So yeah, let's see what school's got for them, I guess you could say. Before we do, I do remember that they were Haruka and Kakeru were talking about waiting until school to see how Naruse acts or is, and then work from that. So let's see what happened with Naruse and see if she's any different. The weekend ends and it's Monday again. Yoichi hasn't made any moves for now. At least none that we're aware of. There haven't been any new cases of people being petrified in the news anyway. 2 days of rest did wonders for my injuries, but I still feel tense. Golden Week starts tomorrow. One of my classmates are excited about the upcoming holiday, but all I can think about is our upcoming confrontation. It's time for homeroom, our last period. School was relatively uneventful today. As expected, Yoichi didn't come to school. According to Kosaka senpai, Takamine didn't come either. Huh. Both of them have obviously got into hiding. Moreover,
あと、なんだっけ。そうだ。構成員は行動に集合だそうです。あとは。
oh, same old Naruse. Sensei's the same as always, lazily delivering today's announcements. She doesn't seem any different as far as I can tell. Does she really not remember that night? If so, how do we get in touch with Iris again? I guess I'll try talking to Sensei after homeroom's over and see if I can't learn anything. If she remembers everything, sweet. If not, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Worst case scenario, we just wait for Iris to contact us again.
はーい、連絡事項は以上。起立例は省略。気をつけて帰ってね。
Home ends and the classroom suddenly gets a lot more lively. I get to my feet and start walking over to Sensei.
新見くん。
But before I take more than a few steps, she calls out to me. Does this mean? No, I do not think so. I sling my bag on my shoulder and walk over to the podium. I can't think of any school-related reason she'd want to talk to me. Which means...
何ですか？
この後ちょっといい？
大丈夫ですけど。
神様のことでお話が。
Okay, so it was. Not what I expected. Okay. Yes, she remembers. This is perfect. I still don't trust Iris, but now I can hear the details from Notice to Sensei.
職員室ですか？
他の先生の前でっていうか生徒の前でも嫌だけど変な話するのはね。
To me, that just means that Notice from the episode 2 knew about the whole situation, so... Well, kind of. Should have, I should say. I don't know. Huh. Okay.
ああ、そうですね。
っていうかさ、君連絡してきなさいよ。土日待ってたのに。
いや、先生覚えてないかもって思ってて、うかつに話したら面倒なことになるなって。
いや、覚えてる。超覚えてる。
なら連絡すればよかったっすね。また神様から声かけられるの待つべきかとか考えてました。
お互い待ってたわけね。まあいいや、今日話そう今日。
先生ん家行きましょうか。夜にでも。
うちに来られてもな。本当は私が新見くん家行けばいいんだけどね。誰もいないでしょ。
俺一人ですね。
でも仕事帰りに寄るのだるいから今済ませたいんだよね。
だるいっすか。
I figured she's still being shocked over someone taking over her body, but she's as lackadaisical as ever.
とりあえず中庭で待っててくれる？すぐ行くから。
わかりました。
じゃあ後で。
She stacks the worksheets she collects together and walks out of the classroom. I begin to follow her out, but then I suddenly stop. Did he feel someone watching him? I stare at Yoichi's empty desk. He's probably never going to come to school again. I turn my eyes away from his desk and leave the room. Those days when we fooled around without a care in the world will never return.
いやー、まさか髪下ろししちゃうとはね。
Or I guess that was just a once-off thing. Okay, so she wouldn't obviously know about episode 2's thing then. That's weird. Just randomly just happened without any prior thing. Okay. I'm surprised she's taken this in stride. In the end, we can't find a convenient private location, or rather, Zen decided it was too much trouble to even try. So I guess it doesn't matter that much.
怪奇現象とか全然信じてないし、 白蜜川の伝承もある種の創作物として楽しんでいたんだけどね。こうなると信じざるを得ないね。
どういう経緯であんなことになったんですか？
ちょっと前から変な夢見るなーって思っててね。で、一昨日だっけ？もう一日前か。白田様、イーリス様に話しかけられて。
じゃあ先生的にもあれが初めてだったんですか？その神おろし？
そうそう。ちょっと体貸してって言われたから、オッケーって。
軽っ。
興味あったし、どんな感じかなーって。
Sensei smiles contentedly. So she handed her body over to a guard just to satisfy her curiosity. Damn, she's got balls. Oh, interestingly enough, all he says in Japanese is "Sugee na koto no hito." This person is amazing.
アーティファクトとかユーザーとか聞いてますか？
その単語は初耳だけど、言いたいことはわかるよ。新見くんも、あと一緒にいた高坂さん、3年生の、あるんでしょ？超能力的な。
そうですね。あります。
複雑だなぁ。今までの私だったら鼻で笑ってるよ、この会話。
俺も最初は相当戸惑いました。
世の中不思議なことがあるもんだね。仁義に選ばれたんだってさ、私。
Yeah, I mean, she did have stigma showing. Obviously, that shows that she was using an artifact.
仁義。
Come to think of it, didn't Sophie say it's possible there's a piece of the relic in my body as well? Or wait, was that one of the theories she said she disproved? Whatever, that's not important right now. The shrine's relic is actually the artifact called World's Eye. That means Sensei is a World's Eye user, just like Sophie. Wait, where did he get that information from? All she says she was chosen by a relic, and he just says this. Is he just thinking that it's this? Because, I mean... So the world's eye was something that could see the past and the present, if I can recall correctly. Which is obviously not what had happened, but... I don't know. Okay, so it's a bit weird how also he just says that Sensei is the world eye user when she didn't say anything close regarding that. Unless I'm not looking too much into Japanese, but maybe the English was just not conveying it. I don't know. Anyway, so she can see into other branches in the same way as Sophie. That was also not what was said about the world's eye. All Sophie said about the world's eye was they could see the past and present. Did she say something about the branches? I can't recall it anymore. If so, our best bet might be to put our faith in Sensei.
で、話なんだけど。
そうでした。すみません。俺ばっかり質問しちゃって。
まだ聞きたいことある？
あるっちゃありますね。
後にして仕事戻りたいから。
はい。
私からは一つだけ。
Her smile disappears and her expression turns serious.
危ないことしてない？
してます。
うわぁ、バカ正直。
Sighing, she gets to her feet.
聞きたかったのはそれだけ。やめろって言ってもやめられないだろうから言わないけど、私も無関係じゃいられないみたいだし、できることはするから無茶はしないようにね。
はい、わかりました。
I'm pretty surprised he hasn't said anything about his goals for Yoichi then.
即答しなかったのが気になるけど、まあいいか。後のことは神様に聞いてね。私じゃ答えられないし。神様に用があるときは連絡して、準備しておくから。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
それじゃあね。ああ、こういうこともっと若い頃に怒ってくれたらな。はしゃげる年じゃないよ。
She heads inside the school building, muttering to herself. We're not doing this for fun, you know. Well, I admit we were having some fun with our new pals in the beginning. But now...
びっくりした。
すみません。
Looking up, I see Korsaka Senpai standing in front of me. I gesture to the empty spot on the bench. She hesitantly sits down next to me.
廊下から2人が話しているのが見えて。
大したことは話してないんですが、神様と話したいときは連絡くれって。
そうですか。先生はこの前のことちゃんと覚えているんですね。
大体のことは把握しているみたいです。
イーディスさんのことはまだ信用できるかわからないですけど、ごめんなさい。また余計なというか無神経なことを言いそうに。
大丈夫です。言ってください。
先生のことは信頼できるんでしょうか。
適当な人ですけどできますよ。昔からすごくお世話になってるんで。
昔から？
小さい時からの知り合いなんです。
あ、そうなんですね。
イーリスのことはともかく、先生と協力できれば今よりもマシになりそうな気はします。
そうですか。
Never good to trust a person wholeheartedly.
2人だけじゃなくて3人だけの秘密。ちょっぴり残念。
I actually like these types of little outbursts she has sometimes. It's pretty funny. I was going to say, this is like how she was going to say how you really are like my knight in shine, the type of thing she had. Senpai suddenly cuts herself off, covering her face with her hands.
失言が多い。
気にしなくていいと思いますよ。もう。もっと考
えてから話すように努力します。
はい。
今日これから集まりますよね、みんなで。
ああ、そうですね。ナインボールで。
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
イーリスさんのことは。
とりあえず先生がユーザーだったとだけ話しておきましょうか。
わかりました。あと思いついたんです、私。
何をです？
作戦です。うまくいけば探せると思います。新見さんのお友達。
マジっすか？
Wait, are they referring to Yoichi here? I wouldn't really call him friend now, from what we've seen and how Kakeru's acted towards it. I would have rather said Yoichi. I don't know.
うまくいけばなんですけど。
どんな、いや、みんな集まった時に。
My phone buzzes and I hurriedly check my messages.
空からか。校門で待ってるから早く来いって。
私にも一緒に行きましょうって来てました。
じゃあ行きますか。
はい。
I can worry about whether we should trust Sophie or Iris later. Right now, I'm more interested in knowing what this plan of Senpai's is.
マジでさつきちゃんが
Sora puts her glass of water, puts down her glass of water and looks at me in shock. We're at Namball and we've already made our orders. I decided to tell everyone about Nose Sensei while we're waiting for our drinks to arrive. I figured I should get it out of the way first. I do feel a little guilty about not telling the whole truth, but I think it's the right call.
もしかしてホームルームの後に話してたのって。
そう、その話この前分かったんだ。あまり話せず終わったから、そのうち改めて話そうって。多分
How much should I tell them? I guess mentioning her artifacts should be fine.
先生のアーティファクトは神器だ。多分ソフィーと同じように世界の観測ができるはず。
Even here he says probably Shrine's relic. So why did he sound so confident earlier? Anyway, it was just a little bit of irritation for me. But yeah.
つまり魔眼の能力者を探す上で力になってもらえるかもしれないということかしら。
そんな力があればだが、近いうちに先輩と確認しに行こうと思う。
先輩と
Well, I mean, I love that, but it's also I can understand why, because they both know they were with each other when they found out. But how will the others react to this?
あ、私も先生がユーザーだったって分かった時に一緒にいて。
Which is pretty interesting, is because I think this is a point where it's a bit hard to really say or determine, but if I recall correctly, Kujo should have some sort of feelings towards Kakeru. And obviously we know how Sora feels about him. So obviously them both hearing how we were alone with Haruka when this happened, I want to see if they have any reaction to that.
そういえば先週電車乗らずに戻っちゃいましたもんね。その件はごめんなさい。一緒に帰るはずだったのに。いやいや大丈夫っす。そっか。ミーニと一緒にいたのね。はい。ちょっと気になることがあったのでお話をと思って。ほほん。あ、飲み物来た。コーラこっちとそっちです。
Okay. The waiter places our drinks on the table. We sip our respective beverages for a bit before resuming this discussion.
そんなわけで、先生のことは俺と先輩に任せてくれ。詳しく話を聞いてみて、協力してもらえそうなら頼んでみる。
お願いします。
I was expecting a little bit more from that, but oh well.
さつきちゃんち行くの？
いや、どうだろう。違うかもしれんけど。
今日？
先生の都合が良ければ今日かな。
何時くらい？さつきちゃん仕事終わるのいつだろう。帰って着替える時間あるかな。なんだいその目は。
お前、来るつもり？
I did get that from those questions. Are you where? What date? What time?
うん。
Obviously, we can't have that because we want to talk about Iris.
来んなよ。
は？
Obviously, that's how are they gonna explain this? That they can't come. I mean, Kujo's face as well.
任せてくれっつったろうがよ。来んなよ。
はあ。
sorry about that.
なんでだよ、はあ。
むしろなんで来たいんだよ。
いや、みんなで行けばいいじゃん。さつきちゃんも仲間なんでしょ。みんなで話をしに行こうよ。
その必要はあります？
I guess it was a big mistake telling them about Naruse.
うわ、何こいつ仲間意識なさすぎでは。
どこで会うにしてもこの人数で囲んじゃうのはちょっと迷惑になるかも。
いや、いけるいける。さつきちゃんフレンドリーだから、賑やかなの大好きだから。
いや、嫌いだろ。神社で祭りやるときうるさいって出かける人だぞ。賑やかなの大嫌いだろ。
迷惑はともかく、面識のない私も同行すれば前置きが長くなる。効率を考えるなら全員で行く必要はない。
わあ、マジか。結城先輩はともかく、もういいんすか？みゃーこ先輩は本当にいいんすか？
私も新見くんにお任せするのがいいのかなって思ってるけど。
うわ、分かってねえなこの人。あれでしょ、先輩も行くんでしょ。
Soda's got it.
先輩、高坂先輩、ストローチューチューしてないで、レモンティーうまいみたいな顔してないで、マイペースか。
はい、一緒に、はい、行ければと思ってます。
ほら、いいんすか、みゃーこ先輩。
Yeah, Soda definitely has it. Yeah, Kuju doesn't.
あ、ダメだ、鈍感系広いんだこの人。ピュアかよ。
何に腹を立ててるんだお前は。
Okay, well, now all of a sudden she's starting to show her view on this, because obviously we know how Soda feels about him.
私、一緒に行かない方が。
いや、いいっす。もういいっす。
禁止はしないけど、デリケートな問題をバルハラソサエティに持ち込まないでほしい。
And Noah also has some sense of what's going on.
お、意外と結城先輩察しがいい。はーい、かき回すのやめまーす。
だから何なんだお前は。
いや、いいから。まあ単純になんで先輩と二人なのかは疑問だけど。
ああ、それは、実は話していないことがある。先生に関して。
お、なんだ、秘密か？
なぜ隠すのか聞かせてもらいましょうか。
口止めされている。
誰に？
誰にかは今は言えない。というか言いたいんだが、言っていいのか迷ってる。
わかった。話さなくていい。
うわ、引き下がるの早っ。
悪い。少し時間をくれ。
気になるんだけど。
話すことで事態がどう転がるかわからない。そういうことなんでしょう。
ああ、そうなるな。
そっか。じゃあうかつに話せないね。
本当悪い。
I place my hands on the table and bow my head. I've been thinking about why Iris wants to keep her existence a secret. My current prevailing theory is that she doesn't want Sophie knowing about her. I also got that feeling. I mean, it's understandable. I mean, she told us to be aware of Sophie, so yeah. But now that I think about it, there might be more to it. But I have no idea what. If everyone knows about her, the chance of Sophie finding out increases. She probably wants to avoid that. But now that they're pointing it out, it makes me feel like it's not. Granted, Sophie's almost always observing us, so it's only a matter of time before she learns about Iris. In fact, she might already know everything. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How when they were talking, Kakeru and Haruka were talking about it quite openly about it. Either way, until I know for sure who to trust, I have to be careful about what information I divulge.
まあとにかくあれだ、話せないことに高坂先輩も関わってるから一緒に行くと。
はい、皆さんがよろしければそうしたいと。
反対する理由はない。
私もお願いします。
でもなんかあれだね、びっくりだけど納得だな。さつきちゃん白田つくも神社の巫女さんなわけでしょ。神器を受け継いできた家系なわけじゃん。
じゃあ今回の騒動がある前から先生はユーザーだったのかな。
かもしれないけど、自覚はなかったんじゃないかな。さつきちゃんどっちかっていうとそういうの信じてないタイプだし。
話した感じ、ほんとこの前気づいたみたいだな。ユーザーだったとしても無自覚だったと思う。
何にせよ戦力が増えるのは助かる。先生のことは2人に任せるから、私たちは魔眼の能力者捜索に全力を尽くしましょう。
そうですね。でもどうやって探せばいいんだろう。
This is what Kakeru wanted. Something that Haruka has some plan.
手当たり次第探すしかないっすかね。
Sora starts talking the same moment Senpai does. She tenses up for a second, then looks down and falls silent. I totally know how you feel. It's hard to find the right timing to jump into a conversation between a group of people. I have that problem all the time, and same here. However, now is the time to be indecisive. I raise my hand to grab everyone's attention.
ちょっといいか。
ええ。
先輩に作戦があるらしい。
あります。
聞かせて。
私の力は考えたことを現実にする力です。こうなったらいいなって思ったことが現実に起こります。
改めて聞くとやばいっすね。チートじゃん。
でもその考えた通りじゃなくて、それに近い結果になったり家庭がめちゃくちゃだったりもするんですが、とにかく絶対不可能なことじゃなければ大体のことは実現できると思うんです。
あなたの力で魔眼の能力者を見つけ出すということね。
はい、そうです。実際に見つけるのは難しいとは思うんです。でもそれに近い結果、ヒントくらいは得られるかもしれないって。
I don't know about this because let's say she does use her power and we do find it, then she'll be out of the fight in a sense because she used her power. But what we know, she can really only use it once until she really feels it.
具体的にどうするんですか？
Unless you're looking for a specific location and we'll attack another time, sure.
例えば散歩していたら偶然会えたらいいなって、そういう風に考えてみたら。
うまくいけば実際に偶然会える。会えなくとも何らかの痕跡は見つけられる。
はいです。私の力ならそういうことができると思うんです。
もう先輩一人いればいいじゃんってくらい便利な力っすな。
でもちょっと燃費が悪くてすぐ疲れちゃうんです。
Yeah.
実は朝の騒ぎの後もヘトヘトで、最近居眠り常習犯で。
Because those boys and whatever.
あまり長い時間力を使えないと。
を変えるだけなら長持ちするんですけど、痕跡を見つけるってなるときっと休み休みになるので、かなり時間がかかっちゃうかも。
工夫が必要ね。彼が行きそうな場所を重点的に調べたり。
ニーニーどっか心当たりないの？
What was that place called? An arcade.
いや、ないな。あいつの家もどこにあるのか知らないし。
いつもみんなと遊んでるイメージはあるけれど、一人でどこに行くのかは私も知らないな。じゃあ司令官の方とか高坂先輩知らないです？
アニメの聖地、神社によく行くって聞きましたけど。
こんな時にさすがに行かないよね。
先生に住所聞いてみるか。教えてくれるかわかんねえけど。
一人を除いて制服を着ていた。あのままでは目立ちすぎるから着替えを取りに帰っているかもしれない。
そのまま普通に家にいたりして。
だったら楽なんだけどな。とりあえずできる限り情報を集めて、準備ができたら先輩に力を使ってもらう方向で。
はい、頑張ります。
なんだかすみません、先輩に頼りっぱなしで。
そんな、私こそ仲間にしてもらえて嬉しくて、頑張りたいので大丈夫です。
見つけ出すことができたら私たちの出番。次こそ遅れは取らない。
私も頑張ります。これはあれかな？私だけ完全に役立たずかな？
お前なんでここにいんの？
マジふざけんなよ。そこはかけろよ。優しい言葉かけろよ。
Been wants to head kake soda comedy.
お前の力物とかにもかけられんの？自分だけ？
何？自分以外にもできるけど。
じゃあ石とかにかけて投げたらいいんじゃね？
That's actually pretty smart. Holy shit.
地味。そんなのあり。いや、いいね。
Yeah.
意
Wow.
外といいね、それ。今度あったら不可視の石ぶん投げたろ。
Wow, I did not expect that. That is actually a really good idea. Wow.
とにかく今は高坂さんの力に頼るしかない。後日改めて集合しましょう。時間に余裕のある日に彼らの痕跡を探す。
A bit of a scarier thought, but if Sword were to use a gun, for example, and use the power on the gun and bullets, yeah, that would be pretty scary. She'd be probably one of the best assassinators in the world. A wrong way of wording that, but whatever.
わかりました。先輩、よろしくお願いします。さ、やっぱ高坂先輩の負担大きすぎない？さつきちゃんのことをニーニだけで言ったら？
確かにそうだな。役割分担的に不公平だな。
But now that we also know how Haruka feels, I'm sure she would want to go with him.
一緒に行かせてください。負担なんて全然ないです。
Or she also feels like she doesn't feel like that, but yeah.
私、こうやって仲間と一緒に頑張ること初めての経験で、今とても充実感があって。ごめんなさい。そんな状況じゃないですよね。不適切な発言でした。
いえ、頑張りましょう、共に。
じゃあうまくいけばすぐにでもリベンジだね。
いいえ、まだ早い。探すのは痕跡だけ。
なんで？
また負けたいの？
I was thinking like that. It's like they're no different than the first time they fought Rigveda. Is the only difference going to be that Haruka and Noah are able to use their powers this time? Is that the only difference? Sort of shrinks back in the face of Yuki's curt demeanor. Yuki's got a point, though. Even if you ran into them now, challenging them head on would end the same way it did last time.
リベンジの前に鍛えないとな。
そうだね。ちゃんと作戦も立てたいし。
猶予はないけれど、焦らず確実に次こそ彼らを仕留める。
So, in regards to two powers we know, we can improve on it. Well, firstly, Swordas. She can throw rocks at people now, which is pretty funny. But obviously other things you can do as well, which would be pretty good. Obviously that one working as Ghost, but that would just make Ghost versus Sworda. Anyway. Kujo, they don't know about her other ability, so in terms of stealing memories. And when she stole Kakeru's memory that one time, he kind of blanked out for a bit, if I recall correctly. So if they could find that out, that ability, that they can do that, then they could use it for a split-second decisive strike on somebody.
結城先輩がリーダーでよかったね。超冷静、超頼りになる。
Oh, unusual reaction.
照れてらっしゃる。
照れてない。今日はここまでとしましょう。根を詰めすぎても仕方がない。
とりあえず俺は先生にメッセージ。あの人リングやってないんだ。メール送っとくか。今日話聞けるかな。
夜になりますよね。
どうすかね。ちょっと何時になるかわからないし、今日行けるかもわかんないし、一旦帰ってもらった方がいいかも。
はい。じゃあ何時でもいいので呼んでください。すぐ行きます。
了解っす。
I pull up my phone and start composing an email. Thanks to Senpai, we'll most likely be able to find Yoichi. Now we just have to figure out how to stop him. I hope talking with Sensei, or rather Iris, gives us some ideas. I'm also curious what Sophie's up to. So I can just pray everything works out in the meantime. Which definitely probably won't. Sensei replies shortly after I get home. And shortly after that, we will now end this one here. Yeah. The reason why I'm doing this now and rather than later is because I feel like there's going to be more to come in this day, so I'd rather do that for next time. So this episode was mainly just more information gathering. Well, it was interesting with the Naruse in regards to her knowing the power and how everything else is going on at the moment. I just remembered something. There was a time in episode 2 when we're talking to Naruse about how we're petrified and how powers and all that sort of thing. I don't remember she said something about how she's getting these weird dreams or something, and she thinks she can see the future and all sorts of things like that. I wonder if that is something to do with Iris. I don't know. In regards to finding Yoichi, I mean the plan is solid. I could see that working. I don't know. We still don't know fully. I can't recall fully how Noah's ability works, but we'll find out again soon, I'm sure. trying to think now, what else is there? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm still a bit confused on why he strongly believes. I mean, when I say strongly believes, it makes me think he saw that in the future, but I feel like he's knows that Nadase's ability is the world's eye. It just felt weird. If it's that he can see it in the future and he knows that it's that, then they should imply that a little bit stronger. That it's that. Because right now it just seems like there was supposed to be some text there that she said something about what she can do, but otherwise there was there was something that I missed. Probably that. But yeah. Anything else? I did find that moments when Sora was questioning between Haruka and Kujo in regards to if Kujo was alright with the two of them going alone. I found that pretty funny because obviously we know how both of them would feel about Kakeru at this point. Now he sort of can see how Haruka feels about Kakeru, I'm sure. So I find it funny how she can see how this is progressing in a sense. Yeah, again, I keep going back to the thing about the world's eye thing with Nodase and how, again, Kakeru said also about how she can go different branches with that power, whatever. I don't think so, because obviously she would. Wait, what? That's the problem with the types of branches and playthroughs, and I don't know what day is what day anymore. I don't even know if this was far enough for Kakeru to be petrified or not. Because if obviously she sees that we're petrified in another world line, obviously she would know that in this world line then. But obviously she doesn't say anything about that. I mean, she didn't even know she had powers until recently, if we believe what she says. So, jeez, okay, I don't know. Anyway, just going back and forth between something I probably missed, so what we can I can at least this time expect what we can expect, I guess you could say, in regards to next episode. So I have a feeling we should be able to talk to Nodase tonight. See how then we meet up with Haruka, they have their little talk. And possibly strong revelations are given to us. Wrong way of wording it, but whatever. And then we at least we got a thing of how to find Yoichi as well. Kind of, possibly. The only thing left is to somehow strengthen each person's abilities. Get stronger. Yeah, I think that's about it. Nothing much else to add. Let's see what happens next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please let me know what your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.